You know that device you're probably watching this on right now? Whether it's in your pocket or on your desk, it's not just a tool. It's a powerhouse, and it's got some truly incredible abilities hiding in plain sight. Today, we're going to peel back the layers and uncover the hidden characteristics that make your computer so ridiculously powerful. So, just for a second, really think about it. We use these things all day, every day. But what is it, deep down, that makes a computer able to do so much? What are its actual superpowers? I think the best way to get our heads around this is to stop seeing it as just a machine. Instead, let's think of it like a superhuman assistant. Because when you start comparing its abilities to our own, you really start to see just how special it is. All right, let's start with the absolute bedrock of what a computer can do. These are the foundational powers, the core traits that everything else, literally everything, is built on top of. First up is just pure mind-bending speed. You and I, we think in seconds and minutes. A computer, it lives in the world of microseconds and nanoseconds. We're talking millionths and billionths of a second. It's a timescale that is almost impossible for our brains to even comprehend. So what does that speed actually look like? Well, your computer can chew through at least 1 million instructions every single second. It's just wild. That blistering speed is the engine that drives everything else it does. And here's where we really see the difference between us and them. Look, humans, even the smartest of us, we make mistakes. We get tired. Our minds wander. A computer? Nope. It performs its calculations with perfect accuracy every time. The only way it messes up is if we give it bad instructions to begin with. And that leads us right into this idea of diligence. Think about the most boring, repetitive task you can possibly imagine. After maybe 10 minutes, you'd be zoning out. A computer can do that same task millions of times, and the millionth time will be just as precise as the very first. It never gets tired, never gets bored, and never gets distracted. All of this builds up to one crucial thing: reliability. The deal is, if you give a computer the same input, you are going to get the exact same results every single time. And that unwavering consistency, that's why we can trust computers with everything from our bank accounts to making sure airplanes don't run into each other. Okay, so we've got it. Computers are fast, they're accurate, and they're reliable. But the real magic, the true genius, is how they apply those powers to a ridiculous range of different tasks. This is what makes them the ultimate multitaskers. You know, this versatility means a computer is the ultimate jack of all trades. In the same exact moment, it can be helping you write an email, streaming a video, connecting to the internet, and running complex calculations in the background. It's not a single-purpose tool like a calculator. It's a platform that can become any tool you need it to be, just by loading up different software. But wait, how does it do all of that at once? Well, here's the secret. It doesn't. Not really. What feels like multitasking to us is actually the processor switching between tasks so incredibly fast, remember those microseconds, that it creates this perfect illusion that it's all happening at the same time. It's the world's greatest high-speed juggling act. And, once a computer learns how to do something, it can just take over. That's automation. It's about setting up a process one time and then letting the machine run with it over and over, boosting productivity and cutting down on all those human errors we were talking about. So because of all these powers, the computer has basically become the perfect brain for managing the absolute mountain of information that defines our modern world. So where does all this digital stuff live? Well, a computer has two kinds of memory. Think of the primary memory, what we call RAM, as its short-term memory. It's what the computer is thinking about right now. Then you have the secondary memory, like a hard drive, which is its long-term memory, its permanent library, where it stores everything until you tell it to forget. But it's not just about storing data, right? The real power is in managing it. A computer can sift through every kind of data you can think of: text, numbers, pictures, sound, video. And it can actually find patterns and make sense of it all. It pulls valuable insights out of total digital chaos. Of course, no computer is an island, and connectivity is the superpower that lets them all talk to each other. It's what allows them to share data, access information from across the globe, and work together. It's what turns a bunch of powerful boxes into the internet. Okay, but this brings up a really important question. If all of our information is stored on these things and they're all connected, how in the world do we keep it all safe? Well, modern computers actually have security baked right into their core.
They use things like biometric authentication, your fingerprint or your face, to prove it's really you. They use data encryption to scramble your information into a secret code that no one else can read. And secure processes kick in the second you turn it on to make sure nothing malicious is trying to sneak in.
So those are the core superpowers of the computers we have today. But what's so incredible is that these abilities aren't set in stone. They are constantly evolving.
And this is the perfect example. The graphics processing unit, the GPU, it used to have one main job, making video games look awesome. But it turns out, the special way it processes information makes it the perfect engine for the biggest revolutions we're seeing in AI and machine learning. A specialized skill has evolved into a world-changing new superpower.
So we've seen how speed, perfection, and this incredible versatility all come together to create this superhuman assistant we rely on every single day. These are its superpowers today, which really just makes you wonder, what new abilities is it going to have tomorrow?